What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. So we want to start the video off with something very important to say, guys. Fam, the XRP FUD is high right now. They come on here, spread their bullshit, and the simplest thing you say to them, they block you. 20 minutes later, in the future, with clarity and laws in place, the tech will prove to us who is the best. Till then, hodl the ODL family. So what you want to understand here, guys, is that the FUD is literally through the roof right now. People are FUDing XRP so much because they're jealous, because they can actually see what is happening, and it's not in hindsight anymore, right? It's not very hidden anymore. It was hidden before, but now it's very obvious. Anyone can go say dumb and act like they're knowledgeable about what they speak of. Let's let the tech do the talking. If it's shit, tech companies will figure it out and go to the best. We waiting on clarity and laws to move forward. Be patient, grasshopper. I mean you, right? So Craig White here is actually one of those guys who is spreading FUD. He also had like a small thing with David Jolcat Swartz. So we'll show you guys what these people are saying, and then you have to think for yourself. You have to really be careful with who you are following. This guy claims that he is the creator of Bitcoin. Now he had a lawsuit. He had a couple of things where he had to prove. I don't know exactly how it's going, and of course I do not believe that he's the one who's created Bitcoin, because it's not that easy. But we can clearly see, guys, that people who really are Bitcoin maximalists, those people hate XRP the most. Why? Because they know that XRP is better. This is just the truth. This is not to hate on Bitcoin. I don't hate Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin is amazing, right? It was where it all started, but you have to understand one thing. People who are jealous are starting to hate on XRP. And this is what this video is about. We want to like clear a bit that don't trust anyone that you're just following, right? Question yourself, question those people, and go do your research. Now, here we have Governor of Bank England basically saying Bitcoin is going to get regulated into oblivion. It's nothing but a speculative artificial asset that's backed by nothing. Now, let's say, guys, that you're going to invest in a company, right? Or anything. You're going to put your money in something. Doesn't it have to be backed by some research? Doesn't that company or that asset that you're going to invest in, it has to have some backing. It needs like some good partnership. It needs to have good technology. It needs to be efficient. It needs to be one of the best technology in the field, right? Then you're gonna put your money there. And this is not specifically to crypto, but that's just with anything when you're investing, right? If you want to be ahead of the game. Now think about this. Think about investing in Bitcoin. Think about this. Is Bitcoin really the best option right now? Just use common sense and you will understand that Bitcoin is very, very risky at the moment. Yes, you can invest in it. Maybe 2 years later, it's going to 100K. And yes, this is all possible. But you have to look at the odds. What are the odds? Which partnerships does Bitcoin have? Which institutions are using Bitcoin, right? Answer those questions and you will have a very clear answer of what is actually a safer investment, because that's why we're here. We all want to invest in something to make money, to reach generational wealth. You are not going to get that by investing in Bitcoin. 100% not, guys. There is better options out there. That's just a fact, right? Now let's take a look at what this guy is saying.
You're considering regulation of this sector at the moment. Is there regulation you foresee that would have protected?
I should say investing in crypto assets like Bitcoin and the like is a very speculative activity. Their value can go up, but it can go down. And over the last year, we've seen that value go down very quickly. So I think if people invest in that sort of thing, they need to know what they're doing. They need to know what it is they're actually buying. This is not a safe investment that you might put your money in for a length of time. It's in effect, in my view, a gamble. But we allow people to bet. If you then want to get involved in that, you should have the ability to do that in a place that is regulated, in the same way that if you gamble in a casino, they're regulated. You should have the full information on the tin as to what you're doing. There will always be people who will want to operate, perhaps on overseas exchanges or exchanges on the internet that are not in regulation. But I think for the majority of people, if they do want to be involved in speculation in this area, it's not something I would do, but if they do want to do that, then for consumer protection, market integrity, they should have a place to do that where they get the protection that they would get in a similar activity in the UK. And I think that is important.
There's an argument, isn't there, that if you compared it to gambling, was a question I was going to ask you, is it more akin to gambling than investing? But there is an argument that given it's highly speculative, there's no intrinsic value, it's actually got no place in the financially regulated system and it should be left outside. Do you not, as clean up of you share?
So we allow people to buy very speculative things in the financial system. And some assets are completely safe, but some assets, their value can go up and down, and some are linked to clear intrinsic value. Others are more speculative. This is really at the extreme end because, as you say, there is nothing backing this up. All it is worth, it's a piece of computer code that you own that can't be replicated and that's worth what the next person will pay you. So this is really at the extreme end of that. The reason why I think the idea that why don't we just leave this outside and it can people can lose money and make money, but if it burns, it burns. I think as some people have put it. There's three reasons for that. One, the reason I just gave, which is there are people who want to engage in that activity, provided they do that with their eyes wide open in a place that is safe, it is not full of money laundering or illicit finance, and it's not loaded against them, then we should provide them at least with the opportunity to do that. Two, this crypto trading of crypto assets was not big enough to destabilize the financial system, but it was starting to develop links with the financial system. I don't know how that will develop, but we had banks and investment funds and others who wanted to invest in it. And I think we should think about regulation before it becomes integrated with the financial system and before we could have a potential systemic problem.
See, so regulation is key here, guys. And what is happening right now? Why do you think XRP is being regulated? See, and XRP is the only one being regulated at the moment. So put those points into your head and understand the difference between Bitcoin and XRP. And again here, he's saying that they're very speculative and that you shouldn't buy Bitcoin and all that stuff. They know that Bitcoin is not going to be used, guys. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that Bitcoin cannot be used. It is not efficient enough. This is the truth. I'm not hating on Bitcoin. Again, guys, Bitcoin is amazing. It's what started everything, but we have to be honest with each other, right? There are a few out there that will actually exist in a couple of years' time. And that's just the fact, guys, because there's too many garbage out there that is just destroying people. And that's the truth, right? So why do you think regulation is happening? It's not for nothing.
And the last reason to maybe to regulate it is that there are technologies here which could, and I stress could, be of real use in the normal financial system, more efficient ways of doing things, potentially more resilient ways of doing things. That hasn't been proven in the crypto world, but if we can provide a regulatory space where people can see if they can develop products using this, we might be able to get the benefit of some of those technologies.
If I could just
see, we might benefit from those technologies and we could use those technologies. Now, he's not talking about Bitcoin yet, which is very obvious, right? Why would he talk about Bitcoin? Bitcoin doesn't have technology. He's clearly talking about XRP right now.
take those briefly, perhaps in turn. On the first part, providing a safe space, is there regulation that you can foresee that would provide protection in a UK, regulated for a UK crypto trading exchange?
So the Treasury has said they're going to consult next year on what regulations should be in place to govern things like the offer, the promotion, what you say about the product that you're offering around. There is already some regulation to cover money laundering and some of the illicit finance activities, but also can the exchanges be regulated so that you get the protection you would normally get on an exchange? Can we deal with protection of client funds, market integrity? There'll be a consultation on that, and these things could be brought within the regulatory perimeter if they meet those regulations to give people the protection, as I say, they would get in an equivalent activity.
This is the Bank of England, guys, and the Bank of England is actually an official Ripple partner. So without any rare rumors or anything speculative, it is fact that the Bank of England understands that Ripple or XRP can be used and that Bitcoin is very dangerous in that regard. So not to be hating here, guys, we're not choosing sides. We're just pulling out the truth, what is really happening right now. And we know that XRP is being regulated to be actually used in the new financial system. So here we have Dr. Craig as right. Academic analysis of XRP is a publication standard. This will be freely issued to the SEC. Basically, we show how dishonest the system is. Enjoy what is coming. This will stop the continuous XRP scams. He's calling XRP a scam here, guys. Here we have David saying, keep lashing out irrationally all you want, Greg. It won't change the fact that I pointed out that you made a terrible argument and are unable to defend it. And that is what's really going on, right? This guy is claiming he's the creator of Bitcoin while he knows very well that he didn't create Bitcoin. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.